30 KXO, El Centro, California.
I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels is a projected top 3 pick in next month's draft. And those projections appear accurate given that the head coaches of the Bears, Commanders, and Patriots, the teams holding those first 3 picks, all attended Daniels' pro day throwing session Wednesday. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reports Daniels will now meet with Washington and New England, in addition to the Vikings, Giants, Raiders, and Broncos. LSU receiver Malik Neighbors also put on a show at the pro day, running an unofficial blazing 4.3540. NFL Network's Cam Wolf reports Neighbors met with the Cardinals, Giants, Titans, Patriots, and Jets the past 2 days, all teams who pick in the top 10. And Jadeveon Clowney has a new home. The 3-time Pro Bowl pass rusher agreed to a 2-year, $20 million deal with the Panthers. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Getting your biggest tax refund from Jackson Hewitt can lead to some spirited reactions.
Jackson Hewitt!
Jackson Hewitt is so sure they'll get you your biggest refund that if they don't, you get your money back plus $100.
Jackson Hewitt!
Switch to Jackson Hewitt and we'll beat what you paid last year, even if you filed online.
Hewitt!
Ain't nothing to it. Switch to Jackson Hewitt and pay less for tax prep, guaranteed. Proof of prior year payment required when filing. New clients only at participating locations through April 7th. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
There are any number of reasons you might consider selling your home. To move closer to family, live within a smaller budget, or just wanting a change of scenery. Whatever your reasons, having to figure out all the various housing market trends in your area may not be what you signed up for. That's where an agent who is a realtor comes in. Realtors have the expertise to help you find the right price and navigate the process to sell your home in a way that's right for you. That's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
And it happens to be a Thursday, 28th day of March, 2024. And, well, let's enjoy the day. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning. And let's enjoy the day.
Exactly. Because, again, we're due for another change.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah. We can handle it. We're tough.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
If you say so.
Yes. In the news, our once and occasional feature, Crime Watch. Brendan Paul was arrested after officers found drugs in his travel bags while boarding Sean Diddy Combs' plane in Miami. Police say he is Diddy's drug handler. Rappers need to realize that they may have a drug problem if they have their own personal drug handler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when they say, and here's how that is spelled.
Okay. Anyway, so Easter weekend coming up. And Monday, by the way, is it's a state holiday. Monday is Cesar Chavez Day. It is a state holiday. State and local offices will be closed, but federal offices, it's not a federal holiday. So the banks and everything will be,
Will be
right there.
Federally prepared.
Yes, as much as they can be. So, how about some birthdays?
How about those birthdays?
Okay. Did you watch Hee Haw when you were a kid?
On occasion I did. It was kind of a, what would you say, like a cult almost. The people that watched it you would not expect to.
Yes. Well, harmonica player Charlie McCoy from Hee Haw is 83.
Hee Haw.
Actor Diane Wiest, 78. Reba McEntire, 69. Actor Alexandra Billings, 62. Actor Tracy Needham, 57. Actor Vince Vaughn, 54. Actor Ken L., 51. Actor Julia Stiles, 43. Musician Clayton Knight is 36. And Grammy Award-winning pop superstar Lady Gaga is 38 today. Yes, and it's notable for Lady Gaga. Her birthday suit made entirely of USDA prime cuts of sirloin.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah. But she can sing, can't she?
She can write songs, too.
That's right. Okay, local birthdays coming up. Get ready.
Okay.
If you think figuring out your taxes was difficult last year, wait till you look at this year's. KXO and CBS Radio Network can help you navigate the treacherous waters of tax preparation with Tax Tips 2024. Certified financial planner Jill Schlesinger will offer tax tips 4 times a day on KXO AM 1230. Tax Tips 2024 brought to you by H&R Block.
We have happy birthday wishes today to Brad Wilkinson, Billy Foster, Katie Limon, Maximus Alvarez, Linda Fregoso, Meredith Ibarra, Adam Felstead, Becky Arias, Kathy Coronado, David West, Martin Marquez, Frank Quintero Jr., Luis Imperial, Gloria Paleo, Henry Poston, Linda Stevens, Diana Hermosillo, Miriam Perez, Andre Escamilla, Patty Angulo, Richard Maldonado, Donald Joseph Graff Jr., and the Honorable Ruth Montenegro. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, and what else is going on? Looking back in history, on this date in 1969, Ringo Starr announced that the Beatles would no longer make any more public appearances. Beatles fans were, of course, disappointed, although, yes, they did take comfort knowing that the announcement probably included Yoko.
Yeah, boy. She did a couple of those solos and cleared the room. It
explains all the cracked windows.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And Will and Jada Smith are closing down their charity. The Will and Jada Smith Family Foundation is closing after a sharp drop in donations over the last few years. That's certainly a slap in the face, don't you think? Yeah. Oh, well.
Here, take this.
So have you got plans for the Easter weekend?
Easter weekend, just enjoy. I know that the weather may not be perfect, but we'll do the best we can.
Okay.
How about you?
Nice and quiet. We'll just enjoy that. I have plans. I'm going to put a chicken on the rotisserie. No shrimp on the Barbie, but put a chicken on the rotisserie for Easter dinner.
Okay.
Okay.
Be sure and cook it.
If I remember to turn on the grill.
Yeah,
yes.
That's very important. Very important.
And it's something that difficult for me to mess up because you just stick it on the rotisserie, turn it on, and walk away.
That's right. Just remember.
Yeah.
That's all.
Something I can handle. Oh, well. And there are no egg hunts in our plans for the weekend.
Well, my eggs taste like plastic.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but mine are plastic tasting.
Well, the price of chicken eggs anymore, I think we may, have scrambled plastic eggs and ham in the morning.
Yeah, well, I've seen them on the street. I thought, you're wasting a good egg, even if it is plastic.
Maybe we ought to check the roof of the building here and collect some pigeon eggs.
Yeah, pigeon eggs, you know. They're good when you saute those in with everything else.
Yes, a little bit of bourbon.
Yeah, maybe I'd probably just soon start with that.
Okay.
And maybe finish, too.
Yes. Well, we've got news if you're ready.
We do.
Let's take a look at World and California News headlines brought to you by Dale Howard with LPL Financial Services for retirement, for investment needs. Talk to the expert, Dale Howard, member FINRA, SIPC.
CBS News Brief. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried is in a New York courtroom right now for sentencing in a massive fraud conspiracy that bilked crypto customers out of billions of dollars. He faces more than 100 years in prison. Forbes' Stephen Ehrlich.
Deterrence is a really important factor here. Nobody wants to see these types of crimes happening again, so it's important to send a message. That said, does this amount to a life sentence? I don't know.
Defense attorneys asking for up to 6.5 years. A salvage operation's begun in the Baltimore Bridge collapse, a day after 2 victims were recovered from a submerged pickup truck. 4 others are still missing. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
It is a clear mission to get that waterway clear, the debris out so those bodies can be removed, but also so the nation's 9th busiest port can reopen.
Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky making an urgent appeal on CBS News.
No more a deal. Number one is anti-air defense and artillery shells. That's what we need.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Looking to invest but not sure how? A financial professional can save you considerable time and effort, plus answer your questions like which investments will yield higher return potential on your 401k? How can you invest your money with relative safety? And how can you save on taxes? Find out by calling Dale Howard today at 760-344-6002. That's 760-344-6002.
LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance products offered through LPL Financial or its licensed affiliates. LPL Financials are independent entities.
California headline news: a woman killed by police in Pacifica after allegedly shooting her adult son at an apartment complex there. Police say the woman drove away from the scene and pointed a gun at officers when they confronted her. Neighbors say they don't often see this in their area.
We're lucky. We're very fortunate to be here. And we hope that this gets cleaned up and solved quickly so people can get back to the usual Pacifica.
A woman pronounced dead at the scene, the son hospitalized in stable condition. Former State Controller Betty Yee announces her candidacy for governor, posting a video saying she hopes to get the state back on track.
Today, I'm hearing from people across the state that California is more out of balance than ever.
Yee joining a crowded pool of Democratic candidates, including Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounalakis and State Senate Leader Tony Atkins. The list growing longer of where Californians can expect to pay more to eat. Chipotle, McDonald's, Starbucks, Jack in the Box, and Shake Shack all planning to raise prices once the state's new minimum wage law begins Monday. Gas prices in the state up another penny to $5.02 a gallon. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Dale Howard with LPL Financial Services, your investment expert. Call Dale for a free investment review. Member FINRA SIPC.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. If you're heading out for an Easter getaway, head into Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, Imperial Valley Healthcare District issues a statement. Here's more on that story.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District has filed a LAFCO expansion application. LAFCO Commission is set to discuss that application today. A newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District does not support that action. The application, the statement says the IVHD strongly opposes the expansion plans of Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. The new district says they have delivered a written notice of its objection to the PMHD proposal to the LAFCO Commission. They say with the forthcoming dissolution of a PMHD mandated by AB 918, they deem pursuing expansion on an unnecessary drain on public resources. Statement says IVHD is committed to the implementation of AB 918, and they are prepared to collaborate with PMHD to establish a dissolution date and ensure a smooth transition with no interruptions in healthcare services. Neither LAFCO nor PMHD has responded to that statement. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, Easter weekend, it begins, you guessed it, on Good Friday, which is this Friday. The city of El Centro says the offices at City Hall will close at noon. Anyone with business at the El Centro City Hall will have to conduct their business in the morning. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Continuing with more local news, spring holiday is Friday. George Gale filed the story.
The holiday is not recognized by everybody. For Imperial County, all non-emergency offices in the county will be closed. In the city of El Centro, City Hall will close at 12 noon on Friday. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Get in the car, kids. We're going to T-Mobile. I thought we were going to Grandma's. Nope. We're switching to T-Mobile. We're getting 4 5G smartphones, and T-Mobile is covering the cost.
Can I get one with a bigger screen for video games? Can I get a pink one?
Can we get the deal where we get 4 lines for $25 per line a month?
Wait, does that mean I get a bigger allowance?
Whoa, that's a lot of questions, but yes, absolutely, and probably not.
It's better over here. Get 4 5G phones on us and 4 lines for $25 a line per month when you switch with eligible trade-ins at T-Mobile. All on America's largest 5G network.
Minimum 4 lines for $25 each per month with autopay using debit or bank account. $5 more per line without autopay. Up to $830 off each phone via 24 monthly bill credits plus taxes and fees. For well-qualified customers, contact us before canceling account to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance unrequired finance agreement due. $35 per line connection charge applies. See T-Mobile.com.
It's page 2 of the local news and weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer. They serve the best burgers in the valley, and they have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Of course, happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
The County of Imperial has a special day coming up. Here's George Gale with more on that story.
In observance of Cesar Chavez Day, Imperial County offices, courts, and libraries will be closed on Monday, April 1st. State offices, including courts and the Department of Motor Vehicles, will also be closed. All county and state public offices and services will resume normal operations on Tuesday. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
An Easter egg hunt added to an event for the city of Westmoreland. It's Spring in the Park. The event, as we stated, will be this Saturday. Along with the egg hunt, there will be vendors, a performance from the Westmoreland Drumline, games, a scavenger hunt, prizes, and free shaved ice for the first 100 kids who attend. The event will be held at the Westmoreland Community Park beginning at 11 a.m. The Easter egg hunt starts at 11:30. Contact the Westmoreland City Hall for more information. Well, the public is invited to the Vietnam Veterans Day ceremony. Here's more on that story.
It's being held Friday at Buckley Park. City of El Centro and the VFW Post 9305 are coordinating the ceremony. VFW Post 9305 will also be hosting a ceremony at Evergreen Cemetery. That ceremony will begin at 9 a.m. The events at Buckley Park will run from 10 a.m. until 12 noon. El Centro Mayor Sylvia Marroquin said the city wants to honor, acknowledge, and thank Vietnam veterans for their service. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Current and former ball players are indicted. They were indicted for inside trading. The minor league former and current baseball players are Jordan Cassar, Grant Weatherspoon, and Austin Bernard. The U.S. Attorney's Office, Southern District of California, announced the indictment. They say the three have received an advance notice of the acquisition of Del Taco by Jack in the Box in December of 2021. The three began purchasing Del Taco stocks after Jack in the Box and Del Taco went public with the acquisition. The Del Taco stocks jumped in price from $7.53 to $12.51 per share. In the following days, the three began selling their shares, earning them illegal profits of approximately $56,000, $41,800, and $64,000. When the indictment was unsealed, it charged a 28-year-old Jordan Joseph Kassar, 27 years old, Grant Lee Witherspoon, and 28-year-old Austin Lane Bernard with insider trading. If convicted, all three charges, the three would be facing up to 45 years in prison and hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says dry conditions and slightly above normal temperatures are expected through at least tomorrow, but with increasing winds each day through Saturday. A strong low-pressure system moving through the region over the weekend is expected to bring windy conditions on Saturday, followed by a strong cold front moving through Saturday night and Sunday morning. Much of the area can expect light to moderate rainfall late Saturday and Sunday, with some isolated thunderstorms and brief heavy rainfall possible. Temperatures will drop to well below normal for Sunday and Monday. 81, the high in the valley yesterday, 50 our overnight low. Mostly sunny today with a high near 86. Southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, then turning out of the east. Those winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 57, west winds 20 to 25 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 40 miles an hour. Sunny on Good Friday with a high near 80, west winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest in the afternoon. Those winds could gust as high as 30 miles an hour. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 77. South-southeast wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. A 40% chance of showers after 11 a.m. on Saturday. Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high near 72. South wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. There is a 30% chance of showers after 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. 55 degrees, 62% relative humidity, wind out of the southwest 5 to 7 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, and the weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Demand for lithium is skyrocketing, and Imperial Valley is home to one of the largest lithium deposits in the world. While this presents an opportunity for new local jobs and businesses, there are also risks. Local lithium projects can consume tens of millions of gallons of water each year, and without appropriate measures, can also expose families to dangerous chemicals and hazardous waste. Imperial Valley's lithium economy must not come at the cost of our water and health. Proposed lithium projects must keep local families informed and commit to maximum community protections. Join us in demanding responsible lithium development. For more information, visit us at ccbhealth.org.
And it's a look at sports. Brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Men's college basketball action, NCAA men's basketball tournament. We've got a double dip today, starting at 4 p.m., Sweet 16 action today and tomorrow before we shift into the Elite 8 games over the weekend. And San Diego State and University of Connecticut tee it up in Boston. Will we have that game? That's up to Westwood 1. Okay? Not my call. In the NBA yesterday, the Hornets hammered the Cavaliers 118-111. Warriors whipped the Magic 101-93. Nets topped the Wizards 122-119 in overtime. Hawks beat up on the Trailblazers 120-106. Clippers edged the 76ers 108-107. The Knicks obliterated the Raptors 145-101. Meanwhile, the Bulls beat up on the Pacers 125-99. Lakers rolled over the Grizzlies 136-124. Timberwolves topped the Pistons 106-91. In overtime, the Rockets beat the Thunder 132-126. The Spurs 118, Jazz 111, and the Suns 104, Nuggets 97.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmh.org today.
Major League Baseball kicks off today. It'll be the Giants visiting the Padres at Jack Murphy Stadium. No, not at Jack Murphy. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're at Petco, aren't they? And the Yankees picked up an infielder as they're looking to bolster their infield with the injury to DJ LeMahieu. And Will Smith and the Dodgers signed a 10-year, $140 million contract extension. That's it. Don't forget Sweet 16 starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon on AM 1230. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmht.org for more information about Pioneers. With Easter just ahead, it's a great time to think about the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch, open through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. The Peanut Patch with custom homemade chocolates, all sorts of great chocolates, handmade right there at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Pecan turtles made from a very special recipe, starting from scratch. How about chocolate-covered raisins, almonds, coffee beans, cinnamon bears, chocolate raspberry sticks, and more? The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Google the Peanut Patch, get directions, and head there for a great Easter basket experience. Oh, by the way, the Peanut Patch also offers tours. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Find them on the web at thepeanutpatch.com. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. A glut of cheap Chinese goods is flooding the world and stoking trade tensions. China's factories are churning out more steel, cars, and solar panels than its slowing economy can use, forcing a flood of cheap exports into foreign markets. The oversupply of Chinese goods in key industries is stoking tensions between the world's biggest manufacturer and its major trading partners, including the U.S. and the European Union. Its global trade surplus in goods has soared and is now approaching $1 trillion. Meanwhile, the Dow closed in on a new high, nearing the threshold level of 40,000 at market open today. The S&P 500, meanwhile, is poised to notch its best start to a year since 2019. And the NASDAQ also headed toward a strong month this quarter. Right now, on the big board, the Dow, it's up 3 at 39,763. The S&P 500 up 5 at 52.53. And the NASDAQ up 2 points at 16,401. Meanwhile, gold soars 21.60 an ounce higher, and oil is $1.09 a barrel higher as well.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Mostly sunny today with a high near 86, southwest wind 5 to 15. Then turning out of the east, winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 57. West winds 20 to 25 miles an hour, gusting up to 40 miles an hour. Sunny on Good Friday with a high near 80. West winds 15 to 20, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. We have 56 degrees, 62% relative humidity, wind out of the southwest, 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365-day access. 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Kxo AM 1230 will bring you the best college basketball around.
Goaltending, called a Marrera. They say count it for 3 to give UCLA the lead.
The 2024 NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Tournament. There'll be 22 games as we take you all the way to the Final Four and the championship game.
Back to Hunter for 3.
The NCAA Basketball Tournament is brought to you by
Imperial Valley Volkswagen, H&R Block, and Southwest Security.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. Sentencing day for the man who was once a cryptocurrency kingpin, Sam Bankman-Fried, who oversaw the epic rise and swift collapse of FTX, faces decades behind bars. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
His customers lost $8 billion. FTX lenders, $1.3 billion. He was convicted in November of fraud and conspiracy for illegally using billions of dollars from depositors to buy luxury properties and private planes.
And the judge said in court today that Bankman-Fried lied in his testimony during the trial. Correspondent Chris Van Cleve is following the work in Baltimore at the scene of the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge.
The Navy is sending barges with heavy lift cranes. The Army Corps of Engineers and Coast Guard also have resources coming to the Baltimore area. That will be the salvage effort in order, one, to get those 4 remaining bodies, but also to get the waterway clear so the Port of Baltimore can reopen. It's the nation's 9th busiest port. Some 8,000 port jobs hang in limbo.
In an exclusive interview with CBS's Charlie D'Agata, Ukraine's President Zelensky says his country can defeat Russia on the battlefield. The months ahead, though, figure to be difficult.
While lawmakers struggle over the decision to continue supporting Ukraine, do you think Russians are taking advantage?
Russia is using that 100%, not 50-50, 100%. We have almost no artillery remaining.
A former Israeli hostage is speaking out about allegations of sexual abuse while in captivity at the hands of Hamas. CBS's Holly Williams.
Amit Susana is the first former hostage to publicly say she was sexually abused while held by militants in Gaza. Susana told the New York Times that she was sexually assaulted at gunpoint. She was released in late November during a brief ceasefire and says she's speaking out now to raise awareness about the plight of hostages still inside the Gaza Strip.
Rowers in a famous UK boat race are being warned. about the water.
I'm Vicki Barker in London. When the annual Oxford-Cambridge boat race is run this Saturday, the rowers are being urged to cover any open wounds, wash their hands frequently, and avoid jumping into the water. The reason? The local water company's been dumping raw sewage into the river, which now contains dangerous levels of E. coli. Vicki Barker, CBS News, on the banks of the River Thames in London.
Well, Kia is recalling nearly 500,000 Telluride SUVs because of a rollaway risk while the vehicles are in park. The Dow is down 12 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Drowning in IRS debt? If you can't afford to pay your IRS debt due to economic hardship, you can now be free of IRS collection efforts by taking advantage of a special IRS tax hardship program. This program allows Americans who owe the IRS to resolve their delinquent tax debt once and for all. In some cases, maybe even reducing what you owe significantly. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Simply dial 800-785-9545. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back or have years of unfiled tax returns, help is standing by. Just call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-785-9545 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-785-9545 to see if you qualify. That's 800-785-9545.
A candy company's new bunny symbol does not have floppy ears.
Everyone wants to be the Cadbury bunny.
2024's Cadbury bunny isn't a bunny at all. He's a 2-year-old raccoon named Louie. The Hershey Company announced its winner on Instagram after a March Madness-style elimination competition. Louie's a rescue from Miami, Florida. His owner, Jamie, says she took him in after he was deemed unfit for the wild. And now he creates art, which raises money for wildlife rehab centers. Next. Louie makes his TV debut for Cadbury next year. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
Reports say Ford's going to drastically cut the number of hourly workers at its Michigan factory that builds the Ford F-150 Lightning. The sales of electric vehicles slow. Ford began the year by cutting production of the Lightning electric pickup after weaker than expected EV sales growth. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.